A Dell Rapids veteran getting a once-in-a-lifetime trip to the Super Bowl, all from a gesture by Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Parker Brown in studio with our top story here tonight. Parker.
Brian, joining at the age of 19, Staff Sergeant Kim Hubers served in the South Dakota Army National Guard for 14 years before injuries forced her to retire. Since then, she has worked with the nonprofit Disabled American Veterans, where her heart for service that led her to the military in the first place can still find a purpose. That heart for service is also what led her to the Super Bowl.
Once in a lifetime, I'll never be able to go back again.
To Staff Sergeant Kim Hubers, being given Super Bowl tickets still feels like a dream.
People have said to me, wow, is this a dream come true? And my response has been, I never thought I could dream this big. This is never something I would have ever dreamt of.
Vikings star wide receiver Justin Jefferson made the announcement on X, saying, "She's my #1 supporter, and to say thanks, I've teamed up with DAV to send her to Super Bowl 59. It's an honor that Hubers doesn't take lightly. She appreciates Jefferson, the NFL, and their partners.
All of them come together and they do this every year, and they don't need to. Nobody needs to do this, but they do, and it means the world, and I'm so thankful.
Hubers is not only excited for the big game experience, but also the chance to visit a location where she had been voluntarily deployed, this year's Super Bowl host, New Orleans. Following Hurricane Katrina, the South Dakota Army National Guard was on scene for cleanup. To Hubers, it's an opportunity to heal an open wound she didn't know she had.
I have never seen anything like it, and that's haunted me ever since. And I think that being able to go there and see it put together and be able to do this because of my military service and that, it's too perfect. And it's going to be a beautiful way to heal those hard memories that I have of being there.
At the game, Hubers is most looking forward to how this experience will leave an impact on her kids. Her son is a huge fan of Jefferson and will be getting plenty of signed items. Her daughter, who Hubers says is the biggest football fan of her kids, will be along for the trip, and they will get to meet JJ himself.
A lot of what I'm going to be focused on is going to be watching her and seeing it through her eyes, because being a mom always comes first.
At the end of the day, Hubers has been thrust into the spotlight because of her service, something she admits is a little uncomfortable for her. She has seen an outpouring of love and support since the announcement, and she's grateful for every one of them, making this dream even better.
People have been very, very sweet, very kind, very much congratulations, you deserve this, I'm so happy for you, I'm so proud of you. It's been overwhelming, and it makes me feel incredibly loved. They'll fly out to New Orleans very early tomorrow morning, and they'll have a full itinerary throughout the weekend, going to events, mingling with current and former players, and of course, watching the big game. We'll check in with Kim and her daughter on Sunday on Dakota News Now, and speaking of, you can catch the Super Bowl on Fox Sioux Falls. Coverage begins at 5:30. Brian?
Quite a story. Parker Brown, thank you for that.